If you are laying in bed at night thinking, why am I so tired all the time? Or why does it feel like everything is just too much? And you're remembering how you used to be full of energy, full of life, and now it seems like you just can't get yourself to do anything. And the worst part, you start questioning if you're just being lazy. I've been there too, so no judgment for me. I know our inner critic likes to label us as lazy when you just can't seem to get things done. But the truth is, what you're feeling isn't laziness at all. What you're actually experiencing is burnout. Burnout is real and it looks different for everyone. But basically, if you are a woman living on earth, then we can all agree that we carry so much. We often have to be everything for everyone, wearing many hats, and that pressure and responsibility builds up over time and compounds on each other. Hey ladies, thank you for tuning in. I'm Tiffany Celeste of Your Wellness Era. I create content that will help you become your best self by leveling up your mental health, prioritizing your self-care, evaluating your relationships, and creating a lifestyle of ease. So if any of these things sound interesting to you, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, and please like the video. In today's video, I'm going to break down the signs that you may be experiencing burnout, because burnout is not just about you being tired, it's deeper than that. I've compiled a list of signs that will help you identify and understand what's really going on with you, so you can stop beating yourself up and start taking care of you. The overlap between laziness and burnout can make it hard to tell the difference. Burnout can be emotional, physical, or mental exhaustion that happens when you're stretched too thin for too long. So let's dive into the 7 signs that you're actually burned out and not lazy. Sign number 1, you feel disconnected from everything. If you have ever felt like you were just floating through life or just going through the motions, that's a huge clue that you may be experiencing burnout. You may feel like you're outside of your own body watching everything happen, but not feeling connected. That's called depersonalization. It's common for people who are burnt out to feel emotionally numb, like they're just stuck on autopilot. I just want to assure you that you're not lazy, you're detached because you're exhausted. Sign number 2 that you may be burned out. You used to be motivated. Do you remember when you used to get things done? You used to stay on top of everything, hitting your goals like clockwork. But now even thinking about your to-do list is just overwhelming. Listen to me closely. Laziness is a trait, meaning someone who's lazy doesn't ever feel like doing anything and probably has a history of having a lack of ambition. But if you recently lost that drive, chances are you are burned out, not lazy. Sign number 3, you used to be passionate, whether it's your career, hobbies, or just life in general. Burnout makes you lose that spark. You used to love what you do, but now the thought of doing the same thing makes you feel drained. It's not because you don't care anymore, it's because you've pushed yourself too far for too long. Sign number 4 that you may be burned out, you've become moody and irritable. If you've been snapping at people lately over the smallest things, feeling irritated at everything, it might be burnout talking. Burnout makes it harder to regulate your emotions. You feel like you're on edge all the time and it's exhausting. Lazy people, on the other hand, are usually pretty chill and unaffected. If you're constantly wound up, burnout is likely the problem. Sign number 5. You started neglecting your self-care. I know we throw out the term self-care a lot, but when was the last time you really took care of yourself? I mean, really pouring into yourself. Burnout makes even the simplest things feel like too much. Suddenly doing your hair, putting on a cute outfit, or even eating right feels overwhelming. When you neglect self-care and start isolating yourself, that's a red flag that burnout is settling in. Self-care is about going within and really taking care of you mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. If you want me to break down the 8 pillars of self-care, let me know in the comments and I can make a video about that for you. Sign number 6, You feel constantly stressed. Burnout doesn't hit you all at once. It sneaks up on you slowly. At first, it's just a little stress here and there, but over time, it turns into chronic exhaustion. By the time you realize something's wrong, you're deep in it. There are 5 stages of burnout, starting with number 1, the honeymoon phase, 2, onset of stress, 3, chronic stress, 4, burnout, 5, habitual burnout. The key is catching it early. Sign number 7 that you are burnt out and not lazy. You feel like you're always on. You constantly feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, never able to relax. Even when you're not working or handling your responsibilities, you feel this nagging pressure to do more. It's as if you're on a never-ending treadmill, and girl, it's exhausting. I know, I've been there. I resigned from a 17-year career back in 2022 because I was chronically burned out and exhausted, and my mental health was going down the drain. And let me say this also, if your job is impacting your mental health, please leave that job, but be responsible and leave with a plan. I know so many women here on YouTube who have decided to take a career break or start their own businesses, starting with Stephanie Perry and Rashida Dow. They're on YouTube and they are great women to follow if you're wanting to pivot in your career. With that being said, if you have this feeling of never being able to turn off, then that is a major sign of burnout, not laziness. You just haven't had a real break yet. The truth is, burnout isn't something that you can ignore. If you keep pushing yourself without giving your mind and body the rest it needs, it's going to catch up with you. And without warning, your body will sit you down. And we also know that burnout can lead to depression and anxiety. So instead of calling yourself lazy and pushing harder, it's time to acknowledge what's really happening. I want you to stop for a second and ask yourself, am I taking care of me the way I take care of others? Am I giving myself the space to rest and recharge? Because you deserve it. We all do. The signs of burnout are there for a reason, to remind you that you need to slow down and show yourself some grace and ease. So if you're experiencing any of these signs, please don't ignore them. Reach out to a mental health professional, talk to someone you trust, and take some time for you. Take your vacation days, use your PTO, remove people from your life who are draining and exhausting you. And if you've been feeling off balance or stuck in certain areas of your life, I've got you covered. Download my free life audit worksheet, which is designed to help you assess and improve 8 key areas of your life so you can get back on track and start living with more peace, purpose, and ease. I'll link it in the description box and in the first pinned comment. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos, and share this with someone you know who might need to hear this message. Protect your peace because you deserve it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.